Okay, students, now we are going to solve question number 10. So from question number 10, it's difficult because you need to know what specific term you need to find. So for example, you need to find the coefficient of c to the power of 4, and then this binomial expansion is not just one. Just there is a binomial expansion and there is the other term that you need to multiply out. So you need to know how to find the specific term to find the coefficient of the specific term. Okay, so 2c plus 5, and then if you expand this one, it's gonna be start from c to the power of 14 plus some number c to the power of 13, and since there is the other term is 1, you can ignore this one because 1 to the power of something is just 1, plus something times c to the power of 12 until something c to the power of square plus c something c until 1. This is the form of when you expand this expression. Do you understand? And then after that, by multiplying out these two terms. So firstly, to expand this expression totally, you need to multiply out this term to each terms plus this term and then multiply out each terms. So since here, there are 15 terms because c to the power of 1 to the c to the power of 14 terms plus constant term. So there is a 15 terms. So 15 terms from here, 50 terms from here. So therefore 30 terms in total. And then there is almost impossible for you to write down all 30 terms and simplify it and figure out and choose only c to the power of 4. That is waste of time. So you need to know how to choose the specific term to find the coefficient of c to the power of 4. So let's say that 2c plus 5 and then c to the power of 14 plus, I am going to omit the coefficient. I'm going to just write down something c to the power of 13 plus plus something c plus 1 in this way. And then to make c to the power of 4, this one is 2c, so that you need to choose c to the power of 3 to make c to the power of 4. Do you understand? And since here it's a constant, just number, so that to make c to the power of 4, simply you need to choose c to the power of 4 in this term. And then since it's addition, you can just add up. So it's like a plus plus. So 2c times c to the power of 14 is going to be 2c to the power of 15 plus something plus 2c times something related to the c cube plus something, and then plus 5 times c to the power of 14, so 5c to the power of 14 plus something, and then 5 to the power of c to the power of 4, so that 5 times something and c to the power of 4 plus something. And then you can find two terms which represent c to the power of 4 here and here. And what you need to do is just add up these two terms. Please keep this in your mind and let's do it. So let's write down the general term of this one, 2c plus 5, and then the general term, 14 and r, c to the power of n minus r, which is 14 minus r, and then 1 to the power of r, which is 1. Then since we are looking for the term c to the power of 3, so plus something plus c to the power of 3, which is when r equals 11. So 14 and 11 c cubed plus something plus, and then we need to find c to the power of 4, which is when r equals 10. So 14 and 10 c to the power of 4 something. Therefore, 2c times 14 combination 11 c to the power of 3 and 5 times 14 combination 10 c to the power of 4. So 2 14 combination 11 c to the power of 4. In this case, 5 times 14 combination 10 c to the power of 4. You need to add this up. So 2 and 14, 11, 2 times 14, 11 plus 5, 14, 10 c to the power of 4 is the term represent c to the power of 4. So that this is the coefficient of this question. By using your calculator, you can find the value. Let's move to the question number 11. We need to find the coefficient of x to the power of 6 in the expansion of this one. Okay, again, 1 minus x squared and then 1 plus x to the power of 5. 1 minus x squared times, when you expand this one, it's going to be 1 plus something x plus something x squared plus dot, 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 dot until x to the power of 5. And you need to choose specific term to make x to the power of 6. So firstly, to make 6 to the power of 6 by multiplying by 1, you need to find x to the power of 6. There is no such depth terms. So that you cannot make 6x to the power of 6 by multiplying by 1. So in this case, you can just rule out negative x squared. To make x to the power of 6, you need to find x to the power of 4 because negative x squared times something number x to the power of 4, it's going to be x to the power of 6. Do you understand? So what you need to do is just to find the term x to the power of 4. So 6 and 4 from here. So not 6, 5. So it's going to be 5 and 4. 1 to the power of 1 and x to the power of 4 is the term that we are looking for. This value, which is 5. So multiply out by negative x squared times 5x to the power of 4, negative 5x to the power of 6. This is the coefficient of the designated term that we are looking for. So the answer is negative 5. Let's solve question number 12. Question number 12. We need to find the coefficient of x cubed.
어머니 아까 전에 약이 없어갖고 조사 받으셨잖아요.
Let's solve this. Let's read this question again. In the expansion of 2 plus ax to the power of 6, the coefficient of x cubed is 3 times of coefficient of x square. Find the value. Okay. So do you remember the when you were as the graduate of our school who came to our lesson on Monday as intern teacher? Actually, he showed how to solve this question to you, but let's solve this question again together. Firstly, let's find the general term of the binomial expansion. A plus b to the power of n. The general term is n and r. A to the power of n minus r and b to the power of r. So a, b, and n. So the general term of this one is 6 and r, 2 to the power of n minus r, which is 6 minus r, and then ax to the power of r. Since we need to compare the coefficient of x cubed and coefficient of x squared, so we need to compare when r equals 2 and r equals 3. So firstly, when r equals 2, it's going to be 6 and 2, 2 to the power of 4, and ax squared. When r equals 3, it's going to be 6 and 3, 2 to the power of q, and ax to the power of q. Therefore, the coefficient of x squared is all the number except x squared. So 6, 2, which is 15 times x to the power of 4, 16. And then a square is the coefficient of this term. The coefficient of this one, 6 and 3, which is 20. And 2 cube, 8. And a cube is a cube. This is the coefficient of x cube. So this one, coefficient x cube is 3 times. So 20 times a cube equals 3 times the coefficient of x squared, which is this one. 15 times 16 times a squared. So you need to solve this equation. Since there are two a's here, cancel them. What is left is just 1a. And divided by 160, cancel down. Therefore, a equals 16, 10. 2 and 3. So 9 over 2 equals 4.5 is the answer of this question, if my calculation is correct. As I told you, I'm very sorry, but I didn't bring my calculator. I'm at the hospital, so that but I am going to leave to calculate this specific value in your side because you can do it by yourself, okay? So the value of a from my calculation is 4.5. And let's solve the question number 13. So firstly, they ask you to expand this one. Okay, it's just a simple one, right? A plus b squared. We all know that it's just a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Therefore, 1 plus 2 times 1 times 4 over x plus b squared, 4 over x squared. So 1 plus 8 over x plus 16 over x squared is the answer of this question A. B, the first 4 terms of the binomial expansion in ascending power of x. It's this one. Okay. So 8 and 0, 1 to the power of 8 and x over 4 to the power of 0 plus 8 and 1, 1 to the power of 7, x over 4 and 1 plus 8 to the power of 8 and 2, 1 to the power of 6, x over 4 to the power of square plus 8 and 3, 1 to the power of 5, x over 4 to the power of 3. So first 4 terms from the question, okay, we need to find until x cube here, right? So by using your calculator, this one is 1, this one is 8, this one is 28, this one is 56. Yes. So this one is 1, this one is 1. So 1 plus 8 times x over 4, because this one is 1, plus 28 times this one is 1, and then x squared divided by 16 plus 56 times x cubed over 64. Therefore, 1 plus 2x plus 7 over 4x squared plus 7 over 8x cubed is the answer of this question, so that you can find the value of a as 2, 7 over 4, and 7 over 8. If my answer is not correct, please tell me. And the students, so therefore, let's solve the question number C. So by using the expansion which we got from A, so you can write it as 1 plus 8 over x plus 16 over x squared. And then here, 1 plus 2x plus 7 over 4x squared plus 7 over 8x cubed plus ... So what we need to do is find the coefficient of x, So from this one, number to make x, just simply multiply by 2x. So 1 times 2x. Here, 8 over x. To make x, you need to use x squared, right? So that you can cancel x here and x here. So 7 over 4x squared. And with this one, to make x, you need to use x cubed here. So 16 over x squared times 7 over 8x cubed. And then you need to add them up. Therefore, 2x plus 4 and 2, 14, and cancel x plus 8 and 2, x squared, 2 times 7, 14x. Therefore, the answer is 30x. So the coefficient of this, the coefficient of x here is 30.